Good evening and welcome everyone to ALR Monday Tier 4. It is round 2 and finally you can hear my voice after a non-identifiable problem last week. Sorry if my voice sounds a bit done, but lucky for me, COVID was the only thing, the voice was the only thing COVID fucked a bit. But we're about to start the qualifying. We have some new faces. I think Kix, yes, he wasn't here last week. Also Bomber, first entrance of the season. Sietze, also Düsensepp. And after race 1 we have a pretty interesting situation in the standings. It's really tight overall. A top 4 cast just separated by 6 points. Currently Pasty is leading in his BMW M6, followed by Guardrail Lover in the Jaguar F-Type GR3. On P4, Fontenot in the RX Vision, the Spaniard, and the Canadian, the Dude, in the AMG after a brilliant race in the feature last week where he could take the win. And these guys are also the favorites in my eyes for this week because the top 3 all finished both races in the top 5. The Dude showed that he has the pace in the feature race. His sprint wasn't super lucky, and also we should have an eye on Jamie. He finished P3 in the feature, is P5 in the standings. Also not the best sprint race last week. The guys are getting ready. We're seeing a lot of soft tires here. Fontenot again surprisingly on the mediums, what we saw last week, that even if the RX Vision is pretty nice on tires, if the driver isn't, you can get trouble with it. But it's Jimbo, Fontenot and Pasty on the mediums. Pasty did a really brilliant race last week on the softs. Baggy switching to the mediums. But this track will be really tough on tires. It's Blue Moon Bay, Infield A. It will be a short track. But you have the oval corners with the high banking that are going rough on the right hand side of the tires. Let's quickly check if everyone is in. Yes, I think so. The guys now have to check in again. There was a little communication problem with Düsensepp because usually you join the lobby and not go on track, because this qualifying session will not be held on qualifying regulation or on qualifying settings in the lobby. It will just a free practice thing. So Fontenot and Baggy to sign in. Then we have a full lobby. There should be nothing that holds us back from a great race. So last week you saw it without commentary. But these guys delivered a really great show in both races. We had interesting strategies on the tires, where Pasty was a bit lucky in my eyes in the sprint. That P2 and 3 and 4 were massively fighting. Otherwise, it could have been really tight with his win in the sprint race. He did the soft tires. They were super worn in the end. And I think the distance is the same. It is 15 minutes. It is a super fast track, so maybe it is even faster. And the cars are getting released. Oscar Bacon is the first one on track. I think it's pretty interesting that people are going on soft tires here on this track. And we'll see, it's a 10-minute qualifying session, and we might get a slightly impression of the tires. So Oscar followed by Guardrail Lover. It will be interesting in the qualifying if they are going for slipstream. But also GR3s don't feel that perfect in dirty air. Little power slide here from Oscar. Guardrail Lover is going for the slipstream. That will be interesting on the hot lap, because I had the slightly impression that Guardrail Lover is a bit quicker than Oscar, and the gap is really, really close. Let's see, turn one, it's a difficult one. That's it. Oscar already with a mistake. Guardrail Lover is too close, and now they're running up to Sietze, who's on his outlap. Now, in the cornering section, this is Nissan GTR land. In this part of the track, there's not a big chance for the Jaguar to gain time. I think they are on pretty similar lap times. Fontano, the next one to follow. Expecting times around 107. Oscar, 107.2. Fontano, 108. Atmo, 108.2. Rody, 108.5. Wu-Tang jumped on P2, 3/10 behind Oscar. Decent Zep, 108.8. Polty, big mistake on the lap. Kick the next one to cross the line in the second Jaguar. 108.3, provisional P6 at the moment. Bomber on his debut this season. Crossing the line with the 108.7. Seats in the wall. And the dude is now on provisional pole in the AMG. 107.1, almost flat. And Guardrail Lover now with clean air in the 106. Oscar also improved. Of course, the car's getting lighter, but you can see the tire wear is super, super hard. But I think the soft owners will go for a pit stop, otherwise it is absolutely impossible. Pit lane is not too long here at Blue Moon. Let's see if the dude can improve. Slightly tap off the barrier here. his way to the finish line. Can he improve? No. 1/10 behind his fastest lap. Stays on P4. Wu-Tang in the WRX. Pasty is now on provisional pole in the BMW. It's quite interesting. So see Wu-Tang improving 3.5 tenths because Pasty is on the medium tires. That's why I'm a bit surprised that he can hit the 106.8. Oscar still on P2. The gaps are super tight. You see 6 tenths between Oscar and Pasty. Then it's 500th between Oscar and Guardrail Lover. 1.5 tenths to the dude. 700ths, 1.5 tenths. And then Rody on P7 is the first one who has a slightly bigger gap. Let's stay with kicks in the Jaguar F-Type. Big drift here. You see already 2 tenths down. Guardrail Lover is now a no pole setter. Yeah, the guy is going for fresh tires. Fontano on P9, a bit surprising, but it's on the medium tires. And out of sector 1, purple. The RX Vision is a top speed beast. But now this tricky corner sector. Still improving. He has to absolutely nail the third sector, and it looked like a little tap on the wall. Let's see if he can improve. Polty is pretty near, also Rody. No improvement from Fontana. Atmo, meanwhile, in the McLaren on P6. Kicks P5. This is not accurate because there are some people in the pit. Yes, Pasty is in the pits. Maybe already happy with his lap. Let's see in the back. Jimbo currently P14. Was a bit surprised where he was. In the 213 Nissan GTR, Düsenset. On P12, Fontano's teammate. Baggy in the second Nismo GTR 213 on P12. All the medium runners. Fontano also the mediums, Polty on the softs. So Polty might be interesting, and you can find some time. There it is, P5 at the moment, because look at his tires. We are already 10 minutes in the lobby. Of course, the right-hand side of the tires doesn't look perfect, but the BRZ is pretty well on tires, and so it might be possible for him to do the whole 15 minutes on one set of soft tires. Wu-Tang spinning out. Oscar can avoid the crash. Seats are now on P5 in a second McLaren. We are on the final lap. The dude P4 on the way to the finish line. Fresh set of tires, not improving. Oscar P3. Wu-Tang on P2. Guardrail Lover on P1. But there is... Well, sorry for the noises. I don't know why my neighbors are starting some hammering and drilling this time. But yeah, whatever. Let's do the best out of it. So the medium runners are all, I think, except of Pasty, at the back of the grid. It is pretty obvious on this track. The dude is consistently getting super close to his PB. But he can't beat it. Unlucky that I can't see Pasty's time, because Mutang improved. Also Oscar now improved. I think the qualifying went a slightly bit too long, but it is fine as everybody has the same amount of laps. As we have Pasty in the pits, also Rody, both BMWs. It is hard to say how the order is. I'm pretty sure that Guardrail Lover is on pole, followed by Oscar, because there's absolutely no room between them for another car. Just 2,000s separated. This is an absolute stunning result in the qualifying. Then it is Mutang on P3, I would say, less than a tenth behind Guardrail Lover, so top 3 in 1/10. Then I think the dude should be on P5. I think Pasty was in between it, but we will see now as we're going into the race. And as it is Pasty on P4, the dude on P5. We're hopping quickly out of the lobby to get the TV cam. A weird camera angle here for the start. We are racing, and Guardrail Lover successfully defended his pole position. Oscar is following him. Let's see in the back. A lot of discipline here. Turn 1 is not that easy here. Yes, avoiding contact, everything looking pretty clean. Oh, I think there someone pushed Atmo in the orange McLaren. And Guardrail Lover dropped back to P12. We haven't seen what happened there. Tight overtaking here. Now in the fight with Atmo. And the dude managed to get P1. Overtook Oscar. Overtook Guardrail Lover. Mutang on P3, Polty with a great start on P4. Maybe the only one now getting past from Pasty. The only one to make it on his set of softs. But if Pasty is quicker on his mediums, there is no point for Polty to get for the win here. The seats are now attacking him. Oscar keeping the pressure high on the dude. Getting close here on the brakes. A bit wide here. Cost him a bit of time. tap the barrier, going to the lower part of the track to make the way shorter. The dude is more going for the tire saving way. Half a second between them, a gap of 1.2 seconds to Wu-Tang. Pasty on P4, another second down. Then Zietze, now Polti attacking him, and Zietze almost lost the car. Polti could benefit from it, taking P5, and now Bomber and Kicks are immediately behind him. Fontano Championship P4 in the hunt on the medium tires on P9 after the start. Rody and Guardrail Lover. This is a brilliant fighting group here with Rody, Fontano, Bomber and Guardrail Lover. Oh, Rody tough on the brakes, and there's contact between Kicks and Guardrail Lover and Rody and Bomber. And both contacts were not looking super clean. So way too much contact. Dusenzapp meanwhile on P11, Abmo on P12. Now in the sandwich between Guardrail Lover, Baggy, Dusenzapp and Jimbo. Guardrail Lover wide again. And there's Jimbo in the wall. Dusenzapp is off. Was there contact between him and Guardrail Lover? Damaged the car. Losing a lot of time now on P15. On the front, the Dude and Oscar are still separated by half a second. They're doing pretty exact lap times. Oscar currently a bit faster. But this lap is not the best. Wu-Tang also staying in contact. Same for Pasty and Polti. And Zietze on P6. Then we have a little gap, 2.7 seconds of the previous fighting group of Rody, Fontano, Bomber and all the guys. Rody now swam a bit free and immediately 7/10 fastest lap, or personal best lap, pulling away from Fontano, and Fontano on the harder compound. Bomber now on P9, Kicks P10 on the soft tires, and you see the soft tires after 5 minutes. Baggy P11 followed by Guardrail Lover, who is definitely on the unlucky side. We haven't seen what happened on the start, but we saw his recovery drive, then he got pushed wide again. This is how you make it work. Baggy was defensive, but not so that Guardrail Lover has no room on the track, so both can make the corners without contact. And Guardrail Lover made a move around the outside. So Dusenzapp back on track, but 19 seconds down. And the Dude it looks like he can run away, but then we're going to sector 2 and Oscar is getting closer and closer, but I think the pressure that Oscar gets from Wu-Tang is bigger than the pressure Oscar can bring on the Dude. And if these two are starting to fight behind the Dude, this might be his big advantage. Let's see the tires of all the guys. Oscar's tires are pretty fucked. So the Dude with the best tires of the top 3. Pasty on the mediums now losing contact, but Pasty has not to pit. Take here from Wu-Tang. They you see immediately, if these guys are trying to go side by side, the dude can pull away. So yeah, Pasty is losing time, but he won't pit. Same for Polty. He should do. Tires are pretty on the edge. Seats on the soft as well. Front right, not looking too good. Rody, P7, Fontano, the second medium runner. Guardrail lever now trying to bring some pressure on Atmo. The kicks dropped far back. He struggled a bit with the tires here. 111 on lap 6. Guardrail lever now inside line against Atmo. Move done, clean execution. Düsensepp getting closer, personal best now. Getting closer to Jimbo. The dude pulled away 3 seconds. And Wu-Tang and Oscar in the fight. This is definitely the best thing that could happen to the dude. But it's just 5 seconds to Pasty. But I think the dude also can make it on the soft. He's managing his tires pretty well. While Oscar's material is pretty much done. Let's see what Polty and Seitzer are doing here. 4 seconds now. Different lines here. Now it seems that Wu-Tang can pull away as he finally made the move against Oscar. Too far behind to he's gaining a bit in the slipstream. Too far. But yeah, I think Wu-Tang now is finally ahead of him. Now Pasty against Seitzer, and what happened to Fontano? Can't really see, but it seems that lap times are not that accurate. No, sorry, I'm talking about Polty. Yeah, so 111. So it's 4 minutes to go. And who is in the barrier? It is Fontano. Fontano in the barrier. Rear arrow and suspension damage. Big impact here in the wall. Horrible sprint race for the Mazdas. P13, P14 at the moment. Both damaged, both in the barriers. But at least Düsensepp managed to get Jimbo. And the dude is now running away by 5 seconds. Wu-Tang is not able to close the gap, but his material is also pretty worn and... Okay. FIT, none of these guys are pitting. It's quite interesting. We have yellow flags here. We can't see why. There's, I think it was Jimbo. Yes, it is Jimbo in the barrier. Pasty is quite in a comfortable position now. because just has to wait till Oscar makes the mistake. And Oscar's machine is not getting better, and there it is. Tap the barrier. He cannot defend that. Slipstream, overspeed. Now Pasty can go for the inside line. And Oscar has not the grip to counter it. Pasty now on P3. 2 minutes to go and only 1.2 seconds behind Wu-Tang, whose grip level should be the same as Oscar's. They do it pretty well on the tires. Still enough rubber left. Oscar tried to make the move. Pasty could defend it. Should be far enough ahead of Polti. Beggy somehow managed it from somewhere back in the grid to be on P7, so brilliant race for him. Low on mistakes, and that helped in the lobby. Guardrail lover, also brilliant with the tire management, but the racing gods weren't on his side. So Fontano now 3 wide into turn 1. Fontano getting out ahead of it. But I think if Kicks wouldn't have been that smart in this corner to back up really early, this could have ended in a massive crash in the wall. All 3 of them guys really clever, and Kicks now aggressive on the brakes. Rody immediately with the switchback. And again Kicks. That's the tap off the barrier. You see, he immediately lost 7/10. Atmo already finished. Let's see if we have some fighting here for P4. The dude will win that 9 seconds ahead. Wu-Tang. Is Pasty able to go for an attack? Seitzer now managed to overtake Oscar, who might get trouble from Polti. Congratulations, the dude. P1, second win in a row. Wu-Tang will defend his second position on absolutely done material. Pasty P3, another podium for him. Seitzer in the McLaren on his debut this season. P4, P5 for Oscar. Polti on P6. So no one pitted. I really expected them to pit, but yeah, let's continue. Beggy, like we said, brilliant drive after the not a good qualifying. Bomber on P8, guardrail lover, at least top 10 finish. Apmo P10, Fontano will lose, like guardrail lover, a lot of points in the championship. Rody on P12, Kicks P13, Düsensepp P14, and Jimbo with the disconnect or the quit, we don't know. Interesting suit design, driving the AMG with the big Dodge logo on your suit. So now we have a little break. I will take a quick refresh, sneeze my nose, and get a drink, and be back in a second. And we hope for some more action in the feature race. 40 minutes to go, reverse grid. So the quick guys have to manage their way through the whole grid to finish on top again. And we're gonna see what happens. So be right back. Yeah, we're back at the mic, waiting now for Pasty to sort the grid. Cars are standing in the pits. So it could be now an advantage for guardrail lover, because he was definitely quicker as P9 than P9. Now he's starting pretty much at the front. If he can make it early through the guys. Rolling start, of course, the gaps are a bit bigger. see how the top drivers are managing the way through the grid. Meanwhile, looking feature race of Tier 1 with Lemmy Cam is leading. Always interesting to watch these top guys. But we saw it in the sprint, we saw it last week. Even the Tier 4 guys can deliver absolute great racing. Fair racing, clean racing. Yeah, we had a bit of contact, but it's GT Sport. Watch a GT Masters, watch a GT Open. There's never a race without contact. Of course, avoid it if you can. But sometimes guys are a bit too motivated. Pretty bad for you when you're on the receiving side. After we have seen 2 sprints, 1 feature, we can say that there's a lot of respect here in the grid. The screen turns black. We're again getting ready to quickly leave and join back to have television cam. I don't know why Gran Turismo and Polyphony isn't able to fix it since almost a year. But never mind, the cars are rolling. And Jimbo, of course, can defend his lead. As we see, guardrail lever is already attacking. Trying to get past Atmo. They're getting pressure from Baggy and Bomber. I think it was Bomber with a big leg, and there's Polty and Baggy is sent into the barrier. Car back on track. Pace CP14. Let's check the tires. Baggy on the softs, damaged front arrow. Pasty also damage. Must have hit the wall also. There's Wu-Tang against Sietze. P11. Drivers and mediums. Holding first one on softs. Also on softs. Soft tires, Rolly on the mediums, guardrail lever softs. Made it up to P5. Now setting to Zep under pressure. Inside line. Zep trying to switch back. Guardrail lever on the softer compound. Kicks on P3. Next guy on mediums that is sniffed up from guardrail lover, kicks, touch the wall. An easy pass for guardrail lover. Fontano on P2. Jimbo still on P1. The fastest lap here from Fontano. So Oscar on P7. Started to use the soft tires for the moment, working pretty well. Now there's a group of 3. If you can't pass them, as good as Fontano did it. So Guardrail Lover did it. So Oscar inside line. Double overtake. Zap now against Rody. Rody, bit of contact, but made it in the inside line. Polti immediately behind. We have Wu-Tang, Atmo, and the Dude is dropping back. What happened here? I haven't seen the Wu-Tang drop back to P13. Looked a bit like he was intentionally slowing down. So maybe rough overtake attempt. We haven't seen the car with damage, so Bomber must have had a bigger mistake. What happened to Becky we already saw. Dude against Caesar. McLaren versus AMG. Side-by-side racing here. Better line off for Caesar. And Caesar is able to cover the inside line. Now the Dude is going for the inside line. Brilliant racing, but these guys are delivering us. And as you see, it costs a lot of time. The driving skills should be good enough to close the gap to Pacey and Atmo. The next guy side by side, BMW versus McLaren. Panoramic for the BMW. There's the Zap drop back to P9. It's a great start for him. So Polti P7, Rody P6. Something happened to Jimbo, as we see on P3. Oscar is already in his rear. 3 seconds between Jimbo and Guardrail Lover. Is closing the gap to Fontano. And this is what we predicted. If Guardrail Lover Jimbo, this is absolutely dangerous. Lucky that he's ghosted. Lucky that he's ghosted. He cannot rejoin the track like this. There's a train of 4 cars coming behind him. Then you have to stay on the inside line. I'm not the biggest fan of ghosting settings. There's and kicks in the battle. The Dude already on P10. Of course, benefiting here from all this fighting. Easy overtake inside line against Zap. Is back on the grid, Caesar. Kicks drop back to P15, bigger gap. Also Bomber back in contact. Caesar, a bit of one of the unlucky guys in all this fighting. Drop back to P13. Baggy against Atmo. brakes. Decent step with the switchback. Fighting with pace here. Looked really hard. There's the damage on Pacey's car. Lucky for him not, but he lost a lot of momentum for the straight line. We haven't seen what the pre-corner situation was, but at least we can say that Wu-Tang was not the opinion that he has to leave a bit more space. So a lot of close fighting here all over the grid. Top 3, a bit of a gap. Oscar on P3 at the moment, in the middle of nowhere. 4 seconds to Rudy behind him. Almost 5 to Guardrail Lover, who is now setting Fortano under pressure. Soft tires against soft tires. Guardrail Lover. Material looking better than Fortano's. And now inside line, better top speed. See, Jagger almost reaching 270 kilometers per hour. Fontana with great corner exit. What happened here to Guardrail Lover? Next example for why ghosting is maybe okay, because this is another absolute ridiculous rejoin to the track. Guardrail Lover drop back to P9. Damage front arrow, damage from suspension. Polty with a power slide here. So looks like we're reaching a point where the guy is getting problems with the material. So Fontano now 3 seconds ahead of Oscar. On P1, pressure is gone. Rody past Wu-Tang. Might have happened in a situation where Guardrail Lover dropped back the entire grid. Because people avoided the ghosted car. The dude slowly, in all this chaos, kept it clean. P5 at the moment. Strategy is working. Medium tires looking absolutely brilliant. Polty P6. Jimbo P7. Now getting passed by, I think, a bit angry Guardrail Lover. Screen, not even close to the contact. So from what I saw, it's completely on him. Fontano, the first one in the pits. This is really early. And I don't know. Yeah, the tires are one. I think they should have been good for 2 more laps. I don't know what these guys do on the tires. I can say I'm not the best one on tires, but if I'm in the BRZ or in the RX Vision, it feels like I'm levitating over the track. Seats here a bit wide, trying to attack Düsensepp. Now has the middle line. Crash at the other stage of the race. Now Oscar, the leader, is in the pits. last man standing on the softs. Placed the first one back on track with fresh rubber. Short refueling, soft tires. Photo now on the mediums. And we have a big fighting group here with Jimbo, Kicks and Oscar. Kicks still on the first set of tires. And this is Oscar going wide. We saw him touch the grass on the brakes. When you're going wide. This is not the best opening for your second stint. Baggy P13, guardrail P14. And Baggy in the barrier. No damage. Fresh mediums. Maybe the tires were a bit cold. And the dude has taken the lead here from Wu-Tang. And there's another crash. Rody and Pulte. Well, I shouldn't have jinxed it. I was talking about clean racing, intelligent racing, and now we have so much contact. The third absolute stupid rejoin on the track. And now the dude is in the pits. He's going for maybe soft now. I'm gonna stay with him. Because the medium tires were still looking good. Yeah, back on track on the softs. On P9, all the guys in front of him have medium tires. Wu-Tang still has to pit. And I think something around 12 minutes, absolutely doable on the softs. We saw it on his sprint race. He's one of the best guys on the soft tire. And Oscar switched to the hards. That's interesting, so he's definitely going for one stop. My experience with the Nissan GTR 218, this car doesn't really feel good on hard tires, and definitely not on the standard BOP. And you see a lot of movement here. 5, not too bad. Finale consistently a second compared to the other guys. So Fontano, the previous leader, now under pressure from the dude. Nice counter here. This was maybe not so clever. Moved a bit to the right. To cut the dude a bit off. To reduce the speed, went to the inside line and made the move. This might be the virtual change in the lead, and so his strategy should have worked absolutely brilliant. Pits. Like a car in a barrier. So let's see. Sietze is leading now. Still on his first set of tires. Also Pasty. Is Pasty still on the softs? Let's check. Definitely not. Looks like P9, P10, yeah, P9 in lap, P10 out lap. It's his second set of soft tires. Bomber on the mediums. Also not pitted yet. There's the dude. Jimbo and Fontano already made it up to Rody. One pit stop more. Also guardrail lover, pitted to the mediums. Low refueling. And back on Oscar's rear. Of course, Oscar lost a few seconds after his. And Jimbo is in the barrier. Damage again. Sietze is going to the pits. Pasty, of course, staying out. Then 2 more laps. Possible on his tires. Bomber now, the last survivor. You see, it's just 2.5 seconds to the dude. The Bomber is not the last one. There, Oscar attacking Guardrail Lover. And Guardrail Lover is wide again. It was a bit of a closer call. But again, I think there was no contact. Guardrail Lover is winning his great recoveries, always in the same corner. Jimbo dropped back to P11, Abmo P12, Baggy P13, Pole T14 and Kicks on P15. So Pasty is leading ahead of the dude. This is halfway gone. Then the gap between the dude and Fontano is 7 seconds. I have to calculate Bomber a bit out. So soon go to the pits. No tanks. Pasty is in the pits again. Tires is coming out. Should be the mediums now. And of course a lot of fuel. He overfueled a bit after the first stint. Would use his pit stop time for the second one. Dude now leading 8.8 seconds in front of Fontenot, 5 seconds ahead of Mutang, 4.5 seconds ahead of Oscar, 3.5 seconds ahead of Düsseldorf, who's doing pretty well in this feature race. What I'm saying, I should just shut my mouth. Every time I say something, the guys are going round or hitting a barrier. So then we have 1.5 seconds to Sietze. First soft tires, guardrail lover on P7 with the mediums, Atmo P8. We have Pacey on P9, catching up to Atmo, Beggy on P10, but I don't think Beggy will make it to the end. Looks like a short soft stint in the end. Bomber P11 after the pit stop. And Jimbo round again, accelerating on the grass. The dude on the soft tires, absolutely flying. So Mutang might catch up soon on the soft tires to Fontenot. Oscar on the hards will not pit again. Sietze against Düsseldorf. At least some fighting here on track. Slipstream to the RX-7. And Sector 2 Sietze is catching up. Quick to Düsseldorf. You need to find a way around him, because now we're back at Eric's visual end. See, slipstream. We started with 3/10, and I think we end with 5.5. Catching up to Oscar. Remember Oscar on the hards? He won't pit again. I think both others we might see again. Almost 15 seconds now, the lead of the dude. Where I'm not sure if his pace is only tier 4. Fontenot P2. Still enough rubber left for a few laps on the mediums. the end. Wu-Tang P3. Definitely have to pit again. Jason Zepp overtook Oscar. And guardrail lever is round again. I just heard the screaming tires in my headphones. There was a lot of contact overall, and Dusan Zepp is now on P6, Seats on P4, Oscar on P5, the Dude and Wu-Tang in the pits again, Dusan Zepp also in the pits. So Fontano is now leading. Seats now on P2. Of course, can run away from Oscar, who almost lost the car. Definitely can't defend the inside line against the Dude. You see, he has a good pace on the hard tires, but this pace is super inconsistent. Pasty on P5. Already made his final stop. Same for the Dude. Wu-Tang back on track on P9. And now Oscar realized that this experiment hasn't worked like expected and completely screwed his front right tire. Back on the softs. I think he wanted to finish the race, but not with this understeering car. Dusan Zepp P11 after his final pit stop. Back EP12. Kicks P13, but I think we'll see him in the pits again. Atmo P14 after his final stop. Jimbo already done with his pit stop. So now Fontano and Seats are in the pits. The Dude is taking the lead, of course, by miles. By 4 seconds. But now is, of course, the material advantage compared to Pasty. Fontano back on track on P3. Bomber on P4. It'll be tight to finish on these tires. Wu-Tang on P5. Something on guardrail lever. However, he made it. Back on P6. Rody P7. Seats after the pit stop P8. Now attacking. Here's the inside line. Here's the better tire. But Rody with the better line. This is now costing him really important time. Because guardrail lever might struggle a bit in the end with the tires. So 8 minutes, 7 minutes is a long way to go. pressure of Oscar, who has now better material with the soft tires. Immediately did PB with a 165. Made it. Push here against Oscar. And this is what you call clever racing. Was not the smartest maneuver here from Sietze, but as he realized that he tapped Oscar's back rear is a nice word. Sorry for my English. He immediately stepped on the brakes, slowed down, so Oscar was able to get his car in a straight line again. Of course, he lost the position against Rody. But if he stayed on the throttle, he would have spun Oscar around. So the two increased the gap to 8 seconds now. Pacey pretty comfortable on P3. So the podium looks pretty solid, all on the same material, except Pacey. But 7 seconds in 5 minutes. Don't really feel it. So Bomber, I don't think he will be able to bring that much pressure to Muteng, because his tires will die in the next 2-3 laps. But these 2 or 3 laps won't be enough in my eyes for Oscar to get closer, even if he is now 1.5 seconds ahead of Sietze. Poldi on P8, followed by Düsensepp on P9, and Baggy, at least he managed it back to the top 10. Guardrail lover. Pitted. I thought he would go for the end. Rody on P12. Atmo P13, Jimbo P14. So the only thing that I see that could happen is that Oscar can catch Bomber. These 3 guys should maybe bring us power slide on the entry, hit at the inside barrier, and lost everything of his pretty gap that he had. Oscar already passed Bomber, and Bomber will now get trouble from Sietze. Last lap here for the dude. 11 seconds ahead. Not really getting into trouble. Pasty also not losing enough that Fontano is able to get in close. Wu-Tang pretty secured on P4. Oscar P5. P7 ahead of Düsensepp. Almost lost the rear here. Great catch. Polti has to fuel save. Bomber slightly overfueled. Super wide here. So from P7 to P11, we still have some action. Guardrail lever now on Bomber's rear. But I think they won't cross the line in time. Yes, Polti finished P9, Bomber P10, guardrail lever P11. Rody P12, Apmo P13, Jimbo round again will finish P14. The dude after another brilliant performance on P1. This should be the lead in the championship as well. And Pasty almost lost it to Fontano, and we might get a photo finish here. And Fontano is crossing the line. 200s ahead of Pasty. RX Vision Power brought him to P2. Oscar on P4, seats P5. Wu-Tang out of fuel. So Baggy on P6, great recovery. Düsensepp P7. And Wu-Tang ran out of fuel and lost, I think, 3 positions, finishing P8. Was quite unfortunate for him. But yeah, you want to be absolutely on the minimum of refueling. And sometimes the minimum isn't enough. So guys, thank you for watching. See us in the Discord or next week. Have a great evening.